Hello and welcome. My name's Vicki Haspels. I'm the Conscious Mystic, and welcome to Soul Purpose Coaching, our midweek deep dive into the energies of the week for week commencing July the 10th, 2023. So, if you've seen the weekly forecast, you will see the energies of the week and what we're expecting and what we're experiencing. But let's do that deeper dive into how we are managing it and what is actually working on a soul level, on that unconscious level. And the unconscious level is working to help bring up into the conscious state. We are experiencing our emotional self or an emotional state this week. This means that a lot of things won't make sense logically. We must feel our way through this week, and the moon represents that. The death card is there at the beginning of the week, which is classic, having to have faith and even sometimes not even feeling our emotions, but the moon turns up to kick those emotions into working and to remind us collectively that our emotions are our most important actions. And I notice that a lot during the work that I do, asking people to name their emotions, they get really stuck and stumped. And the reason for that is because we are often very disconnected to how we feel. We can talk about the state of our being, but naming an emotion, we get stuck. So the emotional part of us is asking us to dig deeper, look at how we actually feel about something. Does it feel right? Deep dive into the self, going within. And that's the only way to connect and soothe that emotional part of us. It also means we're working with our emotional or light bodies, which is the energy that we connect with the world, with people, with nature. We will pick up those ripples in the energy fields around us and not understand what that means. That means stay out of your head, people, and stay in your heart. So the conditioning that we are facing or working through or bringing from the unconscious into the conscious is our sense of rejection. And that will be apparent when we are withdrawing, when we are minimizing ourselves. And there will be a lot of that this week because of the uncertainty of the emotional state, the moon, and the requirement to step up and follow when the pathway becomes clear, when we're being asked to acknowledge and to bring out the best of us. Will we be rejected? That'll be the feeling to expect, or the fear to expect to pop up this week. By acknowledging our goodness to ourselves, then the rejection bruise will start to recede and will not be affecting our decision making. It will not be colouring our world. And we will say, you know what? I'm actually this good, and be okay with it. And that's what the rejection bruise is actually teaching us. Expect our sense of worth and our place in the world. Are we worthy? Or do I have what I have to offer? Is that worth it? That will be challenged as well this week. So that sense of rejection will tap into. We might make the excuse, well, I'm going to minimize myself, because I'm not really worth it, or what I have, or who I am, or how I'm being, or how I'm living, that's not worth anything. Again, bringing that up into the conscious, in order to feel comfortable to face that and bring it up into the conscious, we then get to choose and decide, are we worthy? Because that has been buried for so long that it has been, again, affecting our decision-making process and the choices that we're making. It is now time to decide. Bring it up into the open. Am I worth it? And the cards and the energy of this week will help us realize how amazing and how the value of our worth, and what it's worth to actually step into our power and be that amazing part of ourselves, and to just show ourselves what we're actually capable of. So how we start to behave, we will look for excuses. I can't do that because I've got all of these things over here to do. I don't have the freedom message is there. So we will be looking at all the different places that we think we are tied up and use that as an excuse. And you will feel it in the solar plexus when you start using an excuse to deny your amazingness. And so therefore, when you start to feel uncomfortable in that solar plexus area, know that you are using an excuse to dampen down your worth, your amazingness. So that's Soul Purpose Coaching and our deep dive for July, week commencing July the 10th, 2023. On Friday, we are going to do our healing session, and healing will be around the metaphysical, which is again the way the body reacts, our emotional selves, and our energetic bodies. So we'll be working on those aspects of ourselves and strengthening our connection to that part of us, releasing that which restricts us. Join me on Friday for Healing Friday. But thank you. My name is Vicki Haspels. I'm the Conscious Mystic. Much love from me. Bye.